Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Erni Pipi Kurniasari with NIM 09031182328115 from the Information System Department, Faculty of Computer Science, Sriwijaya University. On this occasion, I will present my answer to the UTS exam for the Operating System course, taught by Mrs. Nurul Afifah, Eskom Mkom. So, for this presentation, I am using Linux as my operating system environment. Linux is widely used in system administration, networking, and software development due to its stability, security, and flexibility. Through this application, I will demonstrate various Linux commands related to directory structure, file manipulation, access permission, symbolic link, and UMAX setting. To support this explanation, I will also display visual from the Linux terminal interface so that you can clearly see how each command is executed and its effect on the system. By using Linux, we can gain a deeper understanding of how operating system manage file, user permission, and security settings. So, now let's move on to the first question. First question, directory structure. In this question, we need to create a directory structure to serve as a working environment for a development team. The main directory should be named based on your name and name. Inside it, 3 subdirectories should be created: document, code, and archive. First, create the main directory. In the first question, we use the following commands to create the main directory. 2. Creating subdirectory. Next, we create the subdirectory using the following commands. 3. Displaying the directory structure. To ensure that the directories have been created, we use the following command. Next, the second question, file manipulation. In this question, we perform file operating such as creating, copying, moving, and displaying file contents. Step-by-step commands. First, creating a file with student identity information. So, in the second question, we use the following commands to create a file named identitas.txt. 2. Copying the file to the archive directory. To make a backup copy, we run the following command. 3. Moving the file to the code directory, and we can move the identitas.txt file using the following commands. And 4. Displaying the file contents. To display the contents of identitas backup.txt, we run the following commands. And next question, access permission settings. Third question. So, we configure access permission to ensure only authorized user can modify or access the file. First, modify file permission. So, in the third question, we using following commands to change permission. 2. Change file ownership. To change the file owner, we run the following command. And 3. Check file permission. To check if the changes have been applied, we use this. And next question, symbolic link. A symbolic link is a shortcut to another file. First, create a reference file. So in the fourth question, we use the following command to create a reference file. 2. Create symbolic link. To create a shortcut to the file, we use 3. Check symbolic link. To verify that the link has been created, we run. Next, what happened after modify referency underscore name.txt? Yes, size shortcut underscore name.txt is a symbolic link to referency underscore name.txt. Any modification made to referency underscore name.txt will automatically appear in shortcut underscore name.txt. A symbolic link does not store a spare copy but directly reference the original file. Thus, when view shortcut underscore name.txt, it will display the updated content of referency underscore name.txt. Next, purpose of a symbolic link in file management. A symbolic link allows access to file multiple locations without duplicating it. This improves file organization, saves storage, and ensure updates are reflected across all reference. Symlink also simply system management by redirecting file paths efficiency. And last question, user must. You must determine default permission for newly created file. First, check default UMass value. So in the 5th question, we first check the default UMass value using. And 2. Set UMass value to 0 to 7. To change the default permission system, we run. And 3. Create a new file. After setting UMass, we create a new file using. 4. Check permission. Finally, we verify the permission with this. And last question, how you must change effect file access permission. The UMass value 0 to 7 means 0 does not change the owner or user permission, and 2. Remove write permission for the group, and 7. Remove all permission from others user. So by default, when a file is created, its permissions are usually 999, read and write access for all users. After subtracting UMass 0 to 7, the final permission becomes 940, which means owner RW or read and write, group R blah blah read only, and others blah 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 no access. And 3. For changing the UMass value effect the file access permission by returning access for the group and others user according to the specific UMass value. Finally, that concludes my presentation on directory structure, file manipulation, access permission, symbolic link, and UMass setting in Linux. I hope this explanation has been clear and helpful in understanding how an operating system manage file and security. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.
A few moments later.